Well, welcome back to Recruiting from the Bleachers. We give parents, student athletes, and coaches the real blueprint for navigating today's recruiting landscape. So today, we're sitting down with a man who continues to define excellence in South Carolina high school basketball, Coach Robert McCray. Yeah, Coach McCray has once again led C.A. Johnson High School to another state championship, adding yet another chapter to the coaching legacy built on discipline, accountability, and a championship mindset. And while Coach McCray has been winning at the high school level, his son, Robert McCray V, has been making noise on the national stage. After a phenomenal season at Florida State University, Robert has positioned himself as a legitimate, and I repeat, a legitimate NBA prospect. So we're super excited about his opportunity, his growth, his maturity, and impact in the ACC has caught the attention of scouts across the country. And we're all back here rooting for him to get his just rewards with being selected and we know that he's going to do a phenomenal job because he comes from great stock. So today we're talking championships, we're talking player development, recruiting, parenting, and the mindset required to develop young men to the next level, both on and off the court. So today, help me welcome Coach Robert McCray IV. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
And Coach, congratulations on that championship. I know it was not easy.
Nope.
It was not easy. Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it, man.
So, Coach, you've won another state championship, and what are the non-negotiables in your program that consistently produce a winning season?
Some of the non-negotiables off the court is basically one big non-negotiable, and it covers everything. Just be a great individual. Just be a great person.
Mhm.
And off the court, that basically take care of itself, self-explanatory. On the court, we got a few that, they break. We have to get on them. And it's just being disciplined, loving on your teammates, being coachable, playing hard. Those are our three main non-negotiables that we try to instill in the kids and try to keep them accountable for.
You have to have those non-negotiables to keep your team on one accord. So tell us what separates the players who grow under your system from those who don't. What do you emphasize on a daily basis?
I basically emphasize, just get better, just be better every day, be better every second, and work hard. Understand that when I'm on you is out of love. I'm big on development. A lot of coaches, a lot of programs, they're big on winning, and I'm real big on winning, don't get me wrong. But I want you to be a better person, a better young man, as well as a better basketball player. So I think that helps separate my guys that come out my program from a lot of guys. It'd be hard at first because I'm very detailed in what I teach and teach them how to play the game the correct way, how to play the game as it changed so they be prepared. And not everyone's going to play on the next level, but they are prepared to play on the next level. And at the end of the day, they'll be able to coach on the next level because I'm teaching them the actual basketball game. So I think that separates, and the proof is in pudding. My players, I get the best out of what I have from them and what they give. I think I'm able to just get the best out of them. That maybe in another situation, other coaches or other programs could.
Yeah, that's good. Coach, what did you notice? Did you notice anything different about this season versus other seasons? Obviously, you won a championship, and I'm just curious to know, how does it feel as you're going through? At what point do you kind of realize to yourself, we got a pretty good team here. I think we can make this happen.
The difference basically is it's a new season. So you get to start all over again. You get a chance to reiterate some of the things that happened last year that you told them will happen if they don't do it this way. And some of the things that you told them will happen the correct way if they do it the correct way. So, that's the biggest change. As far as knowing when we're going, we had a chance. I think it started basically in June ball. So just come in and seeing the guys compete against, the local high schools, even though it's early, and then going with the North Carolina Live last year and going to compete and seeing where they was at compared to the ones that came back from last year, compared to the new ones. And then when you go into the season, you see, okay, in June they was there. Now the season started, they're here, looking at their bodies, looking at them buying into what you're doing, looking at how they acting in the classroom around the school. That basically tells a lot of what type of team you had. And this year, I think a lot of them started buying in, not only on the court, but the off the court stuff. So once I started seeing that and seeing that improvement, I knew we had a great chance to be a great team.
And coach, we've heard this for a long time. When the players like each other, they play a lot better as well. Did you kind of see that this year, that your players liked each other and they like to hang out with each other and get along?
Yeah, definitely they had a great bond. We were searching for a leader, I think, towards the middle of the season. We found that in Javarius White. He came in and did, what I asked him to do at first. It was kind of difficult for him, but, they all knew each other for a long, long time. And then the ones that they didn't, they embraced. And they had a great brotherhood, a competitive brotherhood, which that's what you want. So I think that was a big part of it as well.
Now, coach, as a father and a coach, what did you intentionally do to help Robert V develop into a high major and now an NBA level player? Because parents need to understand the level of commitment that it takes to get to where he is now and facing the NBA draft.
The first thing was just being patient, pacing, not rushing, understanding that it takes time for everything. Not falling for the what we call hype, the ranking, early offers and all that, just not falling for, not getting caught up in it. Appreciating the pros, the goods, and the bad, just appreciate the ones that, rank them and appreciate the ones that say he wasn't that good. Just appreciate all that and taking it for what it's worth. And early on, it's not worth much. Just appreciate the criticism, appreciating the congratulations, and keeping him humble. That was the first thing. Just make him understand. Look at what's you're controlling, what's in front of you, not what he's doing, not what he's got, not what he's not doing. Understanding when you're coming out to compete, you coming in with a humble arrogance that I think I'm better than everybody, but respecting everybody that you play against. Just teaching them that at an early age. And in order to do that, you have to prepare. The preparation has to be there. You can't just walk out and say that. And he did a great job of preparing himself with me and on his own. Being able to understanding, the quality of work, the quality of hard work, and what it's going to do to help him in the goals that he's trying to reach. It's not my goal, it's his goal. I only can lead you and give advice on the things that you need to do. I'm going to learn, and both of us going to learn and make mistakes as we go. And he understood that and put in the work to be the person that he is. And on top of that, same way I tell him, just be a great person, man. What's in the clouds for you. And I think a lot of the opportunities help him through the hard times and of him being a good person. The rewards became evident.
That wraps up another episode of Recruiting from the Bleachers. I'm your host, Michael Strange, and I appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to join us next week for another insightful conversation. Stay connected with us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube at Recruiting from the Bleachers. Like, share, and follow to keep up with the latest updates. And don't hesitate to leave your comments and questions. We'd love to hear from you. For a deeper dive into the basketball recruiting process, check out our book, Basketball Recruiting, A Parent's Perspective, available now on Amazon.com. Parents, remember, from the bleachers to the big leagues to the boardroom, let's keep cheering and steering our student athletes towards success. We'll see you next time.